So when you first walked into United, you walked into the Man United under the Fergie era, which was just obviously phenomenal. How did you see it change over the 2 decades that you were there?
I think just the majority of staff, I said that, the sheer number of staff. So I think when I started at United, there was 4 full-time coaches up to 8 under-18s. Obviously now there's one at every age group, plus MDT teams. So we would have a physio maybe come with us, or physio would cover 3 games, 3 pitches across, and we'd do with doggies up and down. Whereas now you obviously have a physio with you, you have a athletic development, you have sports scientists and things, an analyst. So I'd say probably the main majority of the staff. In terms of the coaching, they just let you get on with it. They let you make mistakes yourself as a young coach. Obviously, make sure that the mistakes that you were making weren't to the detriment of the players. But they'd 100%, give you a little tidbit. Tony Wheeling, I remember very early on I was doing a demonstration, and believe it or not, there'll be a lot of people who watch this podcast who won't believe it, but I did a really good demo. And I switched the ball out to the wing. Like, again, a young coach was like, right, okay, give me it again. I'll show you again. And Tony kept saying with that big arm, get out. And his thing to me was, if you do a good demo, get out. If you do a bad demo, you stay until you get it, because it's the last thing that they'll remember. I think the type of coaching became a lot more structured in terms of game methodologies, whether that's an academy game methodology, game model, or whether that's been passed down from a first team. At United, we'd have a syllabus maybe where we took at, so we'd say, well, what maybe an under-13 player, what would we look for him to be able to do by the end of the season? That would be Can he bring the ball down off his chest? Can he bring the ball down off his thigh? Can he punch past 15, 30 yards? Can he ball strike with laces? I think now there's maybe a little bit more structure behind it, even at academies, in terms of, we're going to do this for a block of work. We're going to do this for a block of work, or there's going to be 2 blocks of work within that. So it might be playing out from the back and pressing from the front and things. And then we're going to flip in 3 weeks' time and do that. Personally, as a coach, and every coach is different, I didn't like doing that. I liked understanding what an under-13 or under-14 season looked like. So as a player and then as a group, were they able to play through, play around, play over? Were they able to put 3 periods together? That was the challenge, because, again, with children's football, I'll reiterate, children's football, sometimes you'd have a really good 2 periods, but 1 period might be a little bit messy and chaos. Brilliant. Love it. Fantastic, because that gives us stuff to go after. And again, I'm not saying that the current models are wrong, but I just think we make sure that we leave enough freedom and expression within the sessions for A, the players, most important thing, but B, young coaches to make mistakes as well.